the second quarter of play, it's Jets football. They've got a first to begin the fray. They go right back to Hall. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Hall running between the tackles. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Kenneth Grant moving in to make that stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Let's go. Set up.
They've got a man in motion. Here he is on 3rd and short. Looking underneath here for Hall. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. The tight end gets it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Running with Achane here out of the gun. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. And stick with Achane. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jets offense now set to take over. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Oh, he shoves it forward, complete. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. Tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Heads out on the bootleg. That one is swatted away, incomplete. But there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Second down.
I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Second down.
You'll break the huddle. It's second down now. Back to throw. Connects with his back. Hall. Keeps on moving into the red zone. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, go ahead, go, go, go. Let's go. Ready,
Going play action, Tagovailoa buying some time right. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. 2 now from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's been one of the players of this game. Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Now here comes the New York offense. And they came in on a rough stretch. 4 straight losses. But things looking better now as they've got this lead. Again for the first time to Rashad White. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
To the air on 3rd and long. He stays up.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. He'll start from the 39. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Here's Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. It's Achane on the inside give. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All right, come on. Out, out. Ready.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Ready, T.
2nd down carry for Achane. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Hey, get safe. Ready, T.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready, T. Out.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Ready, T. Cover 1 high. Cover 1 high.
They'll run here following the penalty. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Escapes the pocket. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Sanders sends it through. So Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Dotson now in motion right. They'll start this one out with Hall. They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Takes the 2nd down snap. On the screen, this is White. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hits his running back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The Jets take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. We got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds the in route complete. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this 3rd down. From the gun, a run for White. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. He's brought down before the return gets far. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Ready.
1st down, here's Tua. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Forced that to his right. He takes it himself. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. They'll take 6 on the play. Now they'll face 2nd and 14.
A 6-yard pickup.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home to take on the Bengals. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Bengals trying to get to 4-1, a good start, and they have the lead at the half. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And it's Caleb Williams on the money to the veteran DJ Moore. 15 yards for the touchdown. The Bears with a 14-6 lead at the break. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Michael Penix. Everything's going his way so far. One of 3 first-half touchdown passes. The Falcons with the big lead in front of a home crowd at the half. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They start the half to give to Hall. He's robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Brought in right side by Moore. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Coming right is Hall. He brushed him off with ease. It's a 29-yard gain. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run.
Oh, lost it on the hit. And the Dolphins pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Ryan, this with Hall. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But it looked like someone on the Jets got to it first, so the Jets hold on to the football. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
44. Ready. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready. Ready.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Thomas on the coverage.
Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. On the left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Dumps it off to Achane. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, it was not for nothing.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Finds his back, Achane. He'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Quincy Williams making the tackle. 2nd down now, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Gordon. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
3rd down run from Achane. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
They're right here. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua off the play fake. Headed out right. He's running with it. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's bringing pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Go ahead. 18.
3rd and long for him here. Here's a screen for Achane. And he is well clear of that marker. That athlete's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. He's been as active in the passing game as anyone on this team, and to very good results, Brock.
Yeah, it just feels like, Kate, nobody could cover him. And that's the advantage you have with these elite running backs, these dual threat guys that can run and catch it. A safety can't guard him, a nickelback can't guard him, maybe even a corner's not going to guard this guy today.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
All right. 18. Out.
Achane will not get there as the flag comes in. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Ready. 18. Whoa.
Tua looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock. And then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, we called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort.
And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fielded just ahead of midfield. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. 18.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. Quincy Williams has it. And No surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Hall takes it straight ahead. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
They were nice enough to give you a shorter 1st down to begin the drive. Kind of rude, right, Kate? Not to accept the gift and immediately move those chains.
They send a man in motion. 1st down, play action. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. So it'll be 2nd down.
He was defended by Corey Diggs.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Pulled in by his back. White. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Go to him again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Jets drive their lead to 11.
17. Dolphins 6. Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Ready, John? Out!
Tua out of the pistol. Chased out to his right. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Okay, when you got a quarterback like this that is comfortable rolling to his right or to his left, it is so hard to defend. It's like an elite pitcher that commands both sides of the plate. It's really hard to stop them, contain them when they've got that versatility.
Holding offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Throwing now, Tunga Vailoa. Jump off, caught by his back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Jets into the nickel, 3rd down.
Ready. Ready, team. He's right.
Playing with H.N. here over the gun. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
Go ahead.
Trying for it, it's A-Chan. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Get set. 20, TX. 19.
Here's Tua. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to... back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Now Tua to throw. On the move, headed right. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag, and that's going to bring up 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Jets out to begin another drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Setting up to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
First down. A gain of 7. First down.
He'll throw off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Pass play on 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Gets him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40s, down to the 39. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
A 56-yard attempt.
The big kick is no good. It's well to the left there. And the game stays at 11.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
Ready, shot. Ready, shoot.
Tagovailoa on first down. Rushed out and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Ready. All right, go ahead, go, go, go. Ready.
Tua now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Tua working quickly here.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
It's a chain on the inside give. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty.
Ready. Out, out, out.
First down, here's Tua. Buying some time left. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
Ready, team. Corner, long.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. He's trying to push the field. He's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Tagovailoa has his offense ready for this 2-point try.
Go
The
ahead.
Dolphins are lining up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Buys time, rolling right. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Paul ready between the tackles. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing it on 2nd down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just submit to incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
To the air on 3rd and long. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Cater Kobu. And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Hits him on the out route. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd down, looking for options. Oh, he lost the football. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep the football, but lose a significant amount of yardage on the play.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction there off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So instead of running 3rd down again, they decide to bring up 4th and let him keep the gain on the last play. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
They're right here. All right, fellas.
They'll run here, following the penalty. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down. So they're just going to decline that penalty. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. They send their tight end right. Working on 1st down. Right side. This is caught by Taylor. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Throwing from the gun here. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision.
And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Jets stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets push the lead up to 12. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Tua off the play fake. He's going to push one deep down the right. They connect on the deep shot. This is going to be downhill. It's about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down. Tua working quickly here. Oh, wait, what's this? They fake a spike. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Have to pick up the pace offensively as they go hurry up.
At the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Tua. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. 3rd and long for him here. Rolling out to his left. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. Here's A-Chain at the middle. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on down. Mike McDaniel jawing at the officials, and while he does so, he's going to throw the challenge flag too. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spots, and that's enough to give them the first down. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Escape, and it's a sack. They got there to take him down, but there was a reason for that. So you got a flag down. I think that's going to nullify the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down.
All right.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Cut near the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Everybody rushing back to the line.
First down and goal to go.
Running forward, it's A-Chain. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal.
40. Out!
Throwing play action. Tagovailoa. This finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, he definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins trim the deficit down to 5.
Dolphins 19.
after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. Well, that touchdown, Brock, certainly has to make him reevaluate some things now. With this small of a lead and all 3 timeouts remaining on that other sideline, what are you thinking? Work the clock, or do you get aggressive for a score?
Honestly, Kate, we think through these game management situations, but as a player, you are just living in the present. Execute every play to the best of your possibilities, and you know offensively, this game right now is in your...
Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Dolphins got it! And he's going to have the touchdown! We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So holding on the offense, Brock, and a quick declination from the defense. That turnover will stand.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we... approach the end of this game. The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
Ready. Out, down. Out, down.
Setting up to pass. Escapes out to the left. The defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. The Jets offense now set to take over. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here he is to throw. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and
looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Desperation time here. Big strike here to Moore. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
2 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. A gain of 22
Back
yards.
to throw.
First down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
He'll look to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Dolphins bring in a 5th defensive back on 3rd.
Let's go now. 70.
To throw. Lost control of another one. And it looks like the Dolphins have it. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. Their defense held, clinging to the slimmest of leads, Brock, and now that lead entrusted to this salt, asking them to just run out that clock.
And now the last thing this offense wants to do, really the only thing it can't do, is make an unforced error and turn it over.
That should clinch the win for the Dolphins. That's enough for a first down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
First down. 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Sign quarterback on here. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.